Hey YouTube, Coppersan here, and welcome to Maplecraft, Chapter 2 of the Misty Island event unlocked today. So let's go and clear that thing in one fell swoop. With the new chapter unlocked, we're going to aim for clearing a few achievements as well. We'll be crafting an animal skin tent, fireball tower, and street light additionally in this run to get those achievement rewards. You don't have to do this every run, but Chapter 2 isn't that bad, so there's still plenty of time left to explore and do some extra fun stuff on the side. Misty Island Chapter 2 unlocks new maps, resources, and enemies, and the existing enemies are tankier as well. During this chapter, your goal is to defeat the day 12 wave and you're gonna be fine, with new monsters and new bosses appearing as well. Thankfully, we also can use new resources to craft even better structures, tools, weapon, and armor. Before we start, I put 3 stat points in attack power, 3 in tower attack, 1 in attack speed, and 3 in harvesting. Like always, we're going to start off by collecting wood and stones, and we craft our basic tools. We assign them to our quick slots and whack some nearby bushes for food, bananas, and wood. Chop down a tree or two as well while you're at it. And lucky us, an iron vein spawned in the base map, so we mined that one too. You also have a nearest town scroll this time around, so you can use that to return to your base quickly. It has unlimited uses, just make sure to assign it to a shortcut for easy usage, and you're free to use it whenever you want. Our first goal is to get enough iron so you can craft better tools and upgrade our workbench. I usually ignore gold and that new ore that we can find now. You'll need better tools to harvest those quickly, so just ignore them for now. Like always, if you run low on food, I eat the bananas that we get from the trees early on. Make sure to hunt some nearby animals as well for leather and meat. I mine as much as I can find in nearby maps until it's night on day 2. Make sure to use the nearest town scroll to return to your camp easily. We craft a work table and a campfire for cooking. I use 2 meat to craft food that restores action points, and we craft better tools, those iron ones, and a bow as well so we can defend against the wave on day 3 and hunt monsters more efficient. If you want to have a quick way to get food, there is a place nearby your camp that contains fish and a waterfall. You can also set a tent up here, and then when it rains, if you stand in the tent, you'll complete an achievement as well. The fish in this area can be used to craft a poison weapon, and you can eat them bloody raw. It's a good source for food, protein, and they're easy to obtain. With our belly filled up with fish, we head back to our base with our scroll and prepare for the incoming attack. With our trusty bow by our side, we don't actually need any defensive structures. Our nexus can take a few hits, so no worries about that. I even quickly crafted a storage chest while we were attacked because my inventory was always full, and defended the base at the same time. It's pretty easy, no worries about that. With the wave of day 3 out of the way, we can venture outside again with a new purpose. This time we're going to collect all the gold that we can find. It's time to upgrade our workbench and get better tools. On day 4 I also found this awesome looking golem that I had completely destroyed. I just guided him around so I wouldn't take any damage. He dropped a bunch of stuff that we didn't need, but it surely felt good to show him who's boss. By day 5 I collected 28 gold and 44 iron, as well as some meat that we found from nearby monsters. We're starting to run low on action points, so I went back to the camp to craft. We upgraded the workbench and I made a leather bag so we have more inventory space. This is probably going to be a problem at one point that you're running low on space. Make sure to defeat the small monsters so you have enough leather to craft 1 or 2 of those bags. I stored all the junk that I didn't need in my chest. Then I made a street light for the achievement and I crafted a golden axe and pickaxe so we can harvest even faster. I also crafted a golden sword so we have a new weapon. You need to craft 5 of those for an achievement as well. Next I built a well. This is actually pretty beneficial to do and I'll show why a bit later. You're gonna need water for some of the higher level structures. And finally I also crafted some iron plated shoes so we can move around a bit faster. With all of that done, it was time to defeat the wave on day 6. We still didn't craft any defenses, but we'll do so later on. We're powerful enough to just kill all the monsters as they come, without the need to stall them. Wave 6 also has some new enemies, these turtle-like monsters that can block damage. I used my bow to attack them from a distance so they wouldn't block, and once they got distracted by punching my nexus, I just finished them off with the golden sword that we had. We're basically repeating the previous steps on day 6, but this time we're collecting the new stones as lava stones. Those can be found from those red tinted veins that we mine with our golden pickaxe. So far, from what I could tell, those red veins spawn more towards the edges of the island, so go look over there if you can't find any nearby your base. I gathered those shiny red rocks and more iron and gold until it was day 8 and I was running low on action power again. Again, make sure to kill some nearby monsters for meat. I cooked it and restored some action points with that when I was back in base. Using our new ingredients, we upgrade our work table once more, unlocking even more recipes. Now we're getting somewhere. I made an animal skin tent so we can restore action points super easily, and this was also one of the achievements. Next we craft that blaster weapon hand drill. Mining is going to be super duper easy with this one. With the power of Atreides, we can rock these mines super fast. I didn't really bother making a chainsaw, the axe is just fine. And I craft the amazing dual bowguns using our remaining resources. Make sure to save at least 2 lava stones for these bad boys. I went out again on day 9 to get more food to prepare for the incoming attack. and to mine a bit more resources because I had the time. Mining goes really fast with our blaster weapon. You see a pattern here, right? Collect resources until day 2, 5 and 8, craft better weapons on the same day, then collect and cook food on day 3, 6 and 9 so you won't go hungry when the attack happens. And that's basically it. And also those dual bowguns, they go hard. We had no problem defending anything. We reached day 10 and this is where basically you're good to go. You can chill if you want to, but we're going to make sure we have a super stress-free attack on day 12. So I crafted armor and a helmet for better protection and I got water for my well. Next we're going out again to get even more lava stones because I had a bit of a fun idea. So you know I used my skill points to improve the damage on my towers. But it's a bit of a waste if we don't actually build any defenses. So after collecting resources on day 10 and 11, I was loaded up with plenty of materials. You can just eat the meat that you find raw so you don't go hungry. It's not like we're gonna die with this armor anyway, you have plenty of health. I also found these bigger monsters that dropped a ton of resources. Those bowguns do make them very easy to defeat though. When we headed back to base, I crafted 3 lava walls and 1 fireball tower. We needed that fireball tower for another achievement. The lava walls deal damage as well, so they can take care of some of the weaker monsters. On day 12, I head out one final time to get more meat. Use the water that you got from the well together with the meat to cook boiled pig. This recovers fullness and acting power and also increases your max life force by 30, and it only costs 1 meat and some water. Those lava walls, by the way, they're absolutely amazing. And it's a good thing they are amazing, because I made a grave miscalculation. I kind of forgot to check the durability of my bowguns, and they died. But thanks to our massive lava wall protection system, we could easily craft new ones. The final boss didn't even manage to break through the wall before he made a new gun. This boss is scary though if you're close to him or even behind him, so use the bowguns from a distance while the boss is distracted by the walls to make it super easy to defeat him. Next time I'll just make one more wall and get one more fire tower so I can basically go to bed during the wave on day 12. The dual bowguns are very strong. They're strong enough that you don't actually need to build any defenses to begin with. Be careful around the boss though and definitely craft some shoes. The armor and additional defensive buildings are purely optional, like the lamppost for example that we only built just this one time for the achievement. The next point that I'm getting, I'm gonna put in crafting speed so we can do things even faster. And that's how I cleared chapter 2 pretty easily. It was pretty chill, had some fun as well, cleared some additional monsters, made some additional defenses that we didn't really need. But overall it was definitely fun, and it's better to build some good habits because chapter 3 is coming and challenge mode is going to be a lot more challenging and you're going to need all the resources and muscle memory that you already built up. If of course you want to participate in challenging mode, that's totally up to you. But that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar maar waar, Sebastian, Hanoy, Ryalias, Kim, Vareese, Mora, Wiley, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Ziggy Flidiot, Knifesu, Cloudfix, Gussus Rodriguez, Digby, Vira, Trevor, Michael Menchaca, Ratius, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Afterlord_MS, Striker Elk, Tidal One Pun, Radical Jaws, Riser RU, Sir Tito 655, Mathias Simonsson, PC Game Life, The Passenger, Martin Panzik, Conrad Crystallis, Ace Light, Mr. Narc, Ben Wolf, Max Bernhardt, Muka 1017, BNB King, Scotty Flies Fast, Priscilla, Brendon Cam, Vague Botnet, Fecko, Victor Sundstrom, ceemak, Only, Rashid Alarudi, Gerlando Balavia, Gianfranco Calderon Canavero, Lucky Beats, Matinu Def, Gummy Bullet, Lord Fazil, Spats D. Kaiser, Zunnen, That Archie Guy, Grogro, Grable Egg, and Louis Bento Brandau. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe, and as always, happy mapling.